So then the question becomes, well, what is it that the person is up to? And I would say in some sense that's the ultimate question. And so Nietzsche here in this paragraph is also dealing with the ultimate question in life, which might be, well, to what is your life aimed? And you might say, well, it's not aimed at anything. I don't know. I don't seem to have any coherent set of beliefs. I don't know what I believe. I don't believe in anything, even. But that's not the case, because if you didn't believe in anything, you couldn't see. You have to believe in something to be able to see, because you point your eyes at things, and you can't organize your vision without having an aim. And so the very act of interacting with the world presupposes an ethic. And then all those micro-ethics that you contain within you are organized into some sort of structure, either badly or well, and that structure roughly has an aim. And you might know it and you might not, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. So another thing that Nietzsche is alluding to is that you believe things whether or not you think you believe them. In fact, believing them and knowing you believe them aren't even the same thing. And so that people believe all sorts of things that they don't know about. And that partly what they're doing when they're doing philosophy is to try to figure out what those things are. And and you can also ask yourself, well, where did they come from? Well, they partly came from you, but you're an old thing. Your physical form is 3.5 billion years old. And you're the process of all that, all the death and struggling that went along the entire course of that 3.5 billion years, is you carry that with you. And then on top of that, inside you is the consequence of the entire cultural history of complex life. That's all inside you too. And then on top of that, some of that's articulated more or less. Some of it's acted out, dramatized, represented in fiction and that sort of thing. And then some of it's articulated. But there's way more at the bottom than is fully articulated. And so God only knows what you're up to. And then you might say, well, who cares? Well, the problem with that is that you care, because first of all, that's the definition of caring. And second of all, that determines the way that you'll move through your life. And everything that happens to you that's good or evil or good or bad is going to be a consequence of the manifestation of that ethic in the world.